Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of this tuner upgrade on the Squier Telecaster standard. If you watched part 1 you'll know that we're putting in the new Wilkinson ez-lok tuners. Okay, and the problem we had was the holes that the tuners go into are too big for the actual tuners. Okay. After having a look about to see if I could get any thin wall tubing, to get a piece of tubing that would fit the inside diameter and take up the slack of the outside diameter as well was just it was just impossible. I wasn't willing to use masking tape or anything that would sort of compress over time or even lose its stickiness and sort of come away. I mean, because it would just end really badly. So what I've done is I have strips of aluminium tape. Now I have used this quite a lot in the past for various things, okay, and it's quite good. It's very high adhesive as well, so it's not going to, once it's on, okay, and further down the line, say if it comes to it, then it can actually be taken off relatively easy as well, but it will go on, it will allow me to build up the thickness, which isn't actually too much, and it will stay put, it won't slide off or anything like that. Okay, so I've done one, get another tuner. This is one without, and this is one with the aluminium tape on it. Okay, right, all the tuners now have the right amount of tape around them. Put them in, make sure everything looks okay. There's nothing we can do about the previous screw holes for the original tuners, but they're hidden by the new ones, which is quite good. Wash your on first. If you go. Okay, so the plan is put these on, I'll tighten them up a wee bit, just so but so it allows us to move the tuners. Then I'm going to put a straight edge against the back of the tuners so everything's in line properly. And once that's done, we can drill the pilot holes. Okay, now the tuner's on, we have the nuts tightened up enough for us to be able to turn the tuners though. Okay, next thing we do is put a straight edge on here and put it against the flat end of the tuners. Now I'm using a 0.7 millimeter drill. Last check. Okay, so I'll drill this. Be careful that you don't drill it too much. I'm only going to drill in about maybe 7mm in. Be careful not to over tighten the screws. You might, in case you strip the head of the screw, or worse, crack the wood. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do all the way up. I'll do the other 5 tuners. So the tuner is now solid enough, and once I've drilled the other 5 holes and put the other 5 screws in, we'll flip it over and tighten up the nuts at the front of the headstock. Okay, screws are all in the back. Now all we need to do is just tighten these. Careful not to over tighten these as well. Okay. Make sure there's no movement. Okay, right, we now have the new tuners fitted, the threaded, what do you call them, threaded spacers are tightened up, the screws are in the back. Okay, let me have a proper look at this. So this is what we have now. Okay. So these will certainly aid the tuning stability, along with other things. One other wee thing I done as well when I had these off, the Squier logo was pretty horrible, to be honest. It wasn't like a water transfer or anything like that, or a laser cut decal. It was stamped onto the headstock. So I've just put on a Fender Telecaster water slide in place of that. So all I've done is get some steel wool and rub the old one off, then give this a couple of coats of matte lacquer on top of the new decal, and it looks fine. I've left obviously this on the back so it can be identified as a Squier made in Indonesia. Okay, so it's not about trying to pass it off as a Fender Telecaster, which it certainly is not. Okay, so that's it. Okay, all that's left to do is string it up, tune it, and then we're in business. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys.